take away the turnovers, I mean, the offense did move the ball pretty good most of the time. How happy were you with how the offense moved tonight?
I mean, time will tell. Got to go back and look at the tape kind of to see. But, I mean, we were able to make some plays and score some points. It's a complete opposite of last week as far as turnovers and penalties. It's one of the things we stress in order to get where we want to be. We're not going to, we can't turn it over and we can't have penalties. So other than that, they hung in there and we were able to move the ball some and score. So, wins are wins, that's for sure.
What adjustments did you guys make at halftime?
None. We didn't make any.
Just run the offense?
Yeah, you just got to run the offense. I mean, we moved the ball fine in the first half. Again, you take away the turnovers. I mean, it's just, I've been saying it since I got here, it's a process. We were 1 of 5 on third downs in the first half. We had a couple of key penalties and we had a couple of turnovers. You don't convert on third down, you turn the ball over, you're going to struggle. And we did, but we were able to make some plays in the meantime.
Talk about the play of Cooper and Blackman. Both had a bunch of catches, a bunch of yards.
Yeah, shoot, I don't even know. But, Cooper did a good job. He was one of the guys going in that we felt like we could count on. And, he put the ball on the ground there in the first quarter. And, some kids go in the tank when that happens. He ain't that type of kid that's going to motivate him, and he's going to, he was anxious to get back out there and make some plays, which he did. Last week we talked about this a lot, too, that, we need more than Kendall and Justin to step up and make plays. And, we thought Cooper would be in a position to do so, and he was tonight.
Two versions of the victory formation there at the end?
Yeah, one didn't work, so do the other.
What's that conversation like after the first?
You don't want to know. you wouldn't be able to print it, so.
Well, talk about Whedon's night overall. I mean, he had some great long passes tonight, but then he also had some frustrating moments with the interceptions and turnovers and stuff like that.
Yeah, he was still a little jittery, and pocket presence. I mean, he's got to get a little better at that. I mean, he got hit a couple times in the first half. We knew their ends. They got good ends, and we knew that they'd come up field in a hurry, and they got to him a couple of times. And he's got to be able to sit in there and go through his reads when that happened. And he didn't do it all the time, but he did it for the majority of the time. He's hung in that first third down on that first drive. In the second half on that wheel route to Cooper, that was unbelievable. He hung in there, and they were all around him, and he was able to get it downfield. So he's just got to keep feeling that, and the more he feels it and the more he does it, the better he'll get at it.
How much of the offense are you actually into now, week 2 of the season? I mean, are there a lot of different wrinkles we could still see?
Yeah, I mean, it's all in. I mean, there's a bunch of different ways to do things. So, that's why you game plan and watch film on Sundays and Mondays. You look at what the opponent does and you try to come up with the best way to attack it.
Last week it seems like you guys were just couldn't miss. This week completely different. Is it the opponent? What was the difference this week?
We played a better football team today. These guys, we've been saying it all week as far as, you better respect this team because they're a good football team that's used to winning a whole bunch of games, and they got good athletes, and the coaches have been in place for 20 years with both their offense and their defense. So we knew it was going to be a challenge. I mean, the sign of a good football team is to be able to, no matter how you get it done, be able to get it done. I mean, there's all kinds of games across the country that are settled by a couple of points, and if you're on the winning side of it, then you got a chance to be a good football team. So we're young, we're inexperienced. We just got to keep plugging along. I said this last week that we're still a ways away. We're still a ways away this week.